After I wrote Courage Goes to Work, I had gotten an email from a client in Kentucky, and they worked for the state government there. And they wanted to know if they could take my book and turn it into a lunch and learn session. And I thought, well, yeah, that sounds good to me. And they did so, and they created some PowerPoint slides and such. And I was really impressed. It showed me that the book must have resonated on some level with someone. And I thought, maybe it's time I take the book and the concepts that I already use in my workplace, in my own business, and bring it to other people so that they could use this to train people in their own work environments to be more courageous. I mean, my company and my own mission are to help people and organizations be more courageous. And if that's what my mission is, it can't be just hoarded to me. I need to be able to provide this as ways that people can bring it to their own companies and workplace. So I converted the book, Courage Goes to Work, into this comprehensive facilitator material that anybody can now take the concepts that I regularly do in my workshops and bring it to their own work environment. I know what it's like to be tethered to a computer like it's a respirator. I know what it's like to sell out little portions of your soul each day in a work environment that has a lot of fear and anxiety. And people are in a tremendous amount of fear and anxiety right now, partly due to the economic climate, partly due to the times that we live in. But fear and anxiety are not what make businesses successful. It's confidence, courage, and conviction that make people and businesses successful. So the benefit is that instead of seeking safety, people will move out of their own comfort zone, frankly into a zone of discomfort, in a way that causes them to be more innovative, to show more initiative, to step into leadership roles, and ultimately transform the organization so that it's seeking opportunity instead of seeking safety. I think that what makes me an expert in courage is because I've been such a big fraidy cat most of my life. There have been a lot of times when I've allowed fear to direct and drive my behaviors, and almost any time that I've done that, I've regretted it. But there have also been times when I've walked through my fear, typically with a coach or a mentor, or other people who have gotten to that other side that I haven't gotten to, and it was transformative for me personally. So I made my own personal mission in life to help people and organizations be more courageous, because it's when I overcame my fears, or fully faced them, that it was a redeeming experience for me. I found myself in the process. I am no more courageous than any one of the people who ever go through any of my workshops. I'm not. But I've had the experience of dealing with my own courage and activating it enough that I know that it's a redeeming thing, and that it can only make people stronger. To me, it's centrally the most important thing that we can teach people. There's no training programs that really deal with courage until now. And yet we've got training programs on communication skills and business writing skills and Six Sigma and all sorts of training programs. In fact, my company does a lot of those training programs. But if you get the courage right first, you're going to be a more persuasive communicator. You're going to handle conflict with more assertiveness. Courage has a lot of peripheral benefits. You know what's funny is a lot of times in my workshops, I'll ask people to reflect on the moments that they've had courage throughout their career. And typically those moments were really frightening moments, but they walked through it instead of around it. And as petrifying as the experience was, they look back at it with some sense of pride that I did that. I met that challenge. I stepped into that moment. And in the process, they became a more confident person on the back end. So I think that the value of a program like this is it can nudge people to where they know they should go. A central question becomes, where am I playing it too safe? Most people know the answer to that question. And a lot of times we hide from that question. This program is about having you become more personally accountable to saying, all right, I know I'm playing it too safe here, but you know what? It's not serving me. It's not serving the organization. It's not serving my career. What do I need to do to move out of this zone of safety that I'm becoming too protected in? Because, man, you can become very complacent in your life, and you may be the only one who knows that. There is this idea of an emotional contagion. If I'm in a leadership role and I'm petrified, and I give off that, and I transmit that fear and anxiety, I may transmit it at level 5, but the people that are looking to me for leadership receive it at level 8, and then they start transmitting it to other people. So it's really important that a leader transmits courage and confidence, not a false confidence. So the first person that needs to work on in a courageous leadership program is the leader themselves. What do I need to do to be more confident, truly confident, so that I can then portray that as an emotional contagion to other people so that they start picking up the idea of courage and, hey, maybe this is the path to success for me too. So in buying the Courageous Leadership Program, I guess what I really want people to recognize is two things. One is that people are already courageous, that they have to look back at their career, and there's plenty of times when they did something hard and challenging, but they walked through that moment anyway, and they're probably proud of that moment. But it's to refresh that and recollect that they already are courageous. The second thing is to magnify the importance of courage when people are facing situations of challenge in the future, so that they recognize that courage is the first value. The first question that should come to mind when facing a tough situation isn't what can my boss do for me, or boy, I hope this thing would go away, but the first question should be, what's the next right courageous thing to do? Because if you get courage first and you get it right first, it has a lot of peripheral benefits.